nicest people, our deals are number one. You'll love Dave's, Dave's Soda and Pet City. We make shopping for your pet fun, 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 fun.
We're filming. Well, hello there, and welcome to Dave's Pet Show. I'm standing here today with Candy, who, you're a big shot these days, huh?
You're the big shot.
No, you're the big shot.
No, you are.
No, you are. Who actually, do you run the whole Dakin thing there?
No.
What's the deal?
I'm the lowly Director of Community and Media Relations. Leslie Harris is the Executive Director over at Dakin.
Okay, and so your job is just to come on and look good?
Be out in the community.
Yeah.
Work with the media,
Yeah.
work with folks in the community, do a lot of outreach,
Yeah.
and come over and visit people like you, Dave.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have a date for next week.
We do.
That we're going to be shooting the show over at Dakin. And so you know what, will you give me a little history of Dakin?
Oh yeah, I'd be happy to do that. You know, Dakin's been around for several decades now.
Years.
And actually, there's been a lot of morphing and merging in the process. Back in the 1960s, the Greenfield Animal Shelter was established to serve the Franklin County area.
Yep.
And that remained the Greenfield Area Animal Shelter for a long time, and then eventually became known as the Pioneer Valley Humane Society.
Right.
Back in the late 70s, early 80s, Friends of Amherst Strays actually had a founder by the name of Janet Dakin, who founded the Janet Dakin Animal Shelter. And so that's when Dakin actually started to become a presence in the, also Leverett is right on the Franklin County border, but serving Franklin and Hampshire counties. And then in 2006, Pioneer Valley Humane Society and Dakin Animal Shelter merged, becoming Dakin Pioneer Valley Humane Society.
You know, when you were a little girl, this has got to be 20 years ago, Dakin, you know, I mean, this is, I can't even remember how long Dakin used to come over to my store in Hadley and do the I mean, this is like.
Yeah, and even now, I mean, we're doing dog training at your store in Hadley.
I mean, I know
terrific.
now, but I'm just thinking how, I can't even, 25 years ago maybe?
Long time.
Or something?
And I was not a little girl 25 years ago, but I appreciate the compliment.
That's all right.
And you know, and then when the MSPCA left Hampden County in 2009, Dakin said, somebody's got to help. 7,000 animals left unserved, and so they made the decision to expand their services into Hampden County, and now we serve the entire.
So how is
Valley.
that? How's it working out? So you guys are there. So how's it working out now? Because the MSPCA obviously couldn't keep it afloat.
Right.
And so how are you guys managing to do that
when
they couldn't?
Well, I'm not going to say that it's not a challenge.
It's always a challenge because there's no money.
There is no money. We do not receive any local, state, or federal funding. It's all individuals and businesses who care about animals that help keep us afloat and support our programs. So we rely on that to keep going. You know, we run at a deficit every year because that's what happens when you have a nonprofit. And we're really trying to work very hard going forward to close that deficit, close the gap. And
that's a big building.
It's a huge building. You are absolutely right. It's 45,000 square feet.
It was an insane
size.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
and, you know, surprisingly, Dave, we have filled that entire building. We have the community spay-neuter clinic. We have our adoption programs. We have our cat colony area. We run humane education programs out of there. We have an animal adventures program that's going to be there this summer. So we are utilizing all of the building, and we do run a lean operation.
I know you do. I mean, the dogs feed themselves.
They get up in the morning. They walk around. They absolutely do. They take themselves out for potty.
Very responsible.
Yes, it's amazing what we have trained them to do. But really, truthfully, we are very blessed in this community to have a lot of public support, a lot of people who care about the programs and services we provide and who help us, and you're among them. You help us
we
with
do
our
a ton of stuff, right?
You absolutely do.
Right.
And you know, the Dave's Friends of Dave's card, that last year brought us about $5,000 worth of income from people.
So for anyone who doesn't know how that works, it's really a very cool promotion.
Yeah.
So if you're a friend of Dakin, or you could be a friend of I don't know, TJO, or a friend of any other legitimate rescue league or shelter.
Right.
You get a little card, and then you come in and you shop with us, and we donate a portion of whatever you buy back to the shelter. So it's just a win-win.
It absolutely
Everybody
is.
wins.
It absolutely is.
Right.
And so we can use those proceeds
to
purchase
get stuff you need.
Exactly. Supplies,
Right.
if we need food
Right.
for our pet food bank program,
Right.
and you offer us that food at an incredible price.
Right.
And so, all of that kind of thing is so helpful to us.
Right.
And we depend on it.
Right.
We have our spay-neuter clinic, which we are offering affordable spay-neuter surgery for people who need that help and need that assistance. We also help other animal control organizations, animal rescues, and we spay and neuter our own animals there. And of course, our adoptions.
Which is insanely expensive, spaying and neutering a dog.
It's very expensive, and for a lot of people, it's simply out of their reach. They want to do the right thing. They just don't have the financial wherewithal to do it, and so we're able to help them. We offer.
So can you spay and in increments, or neuter? You just take one off, and so you don't have to pay all up front or something.
We believe in doing the job right the
you
first
do
time around.
Oh, all right. I didn't know. Maybe you like a payment plan. You just take one off and then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nice thought.
Yeah,
but
I'm
no.
just right.
So, our adoption fees.
What?
Of
No,
course,
Joe, that won't work.
Why is he cringing? He's cringing.
I've been married for 34 years, and it sort of happened like that.
Oh, yeah, not going to go there, Dave.
So anyway, when I saw you yesterday, I said, "Hold on, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you stop doing that for a minute? We're filming." Thank you, Alex.
Dave Soda, Pet Food City, yeah.
So when I saw you yesterday, I said, bring over a dog or something. And the good news is, you don't have any dogs?
We do not. With the couple of dogs that are on our adoption floor have adoption pendings on them. Sometimes animals are a little too shy to want to come out and to do something like this. So we have a couple of rather shy dogs right now. So I didn't bring them. But honestly, when our dogs
I've never heard this before.
It's amazing. It's amazing. When our dogs go on the adoption floor, they go home in a really quick
Which is a really
turnaround.
good point, because I want to stress that it's not just rabid pit bull killer dogs that are there.
It's wonderful family dogs, or dogs that would be great going back out into the community. We temperament evaluate every one of our dogs, so we know that they are quality dogs that are going to be good members of
you don't want to get
society.
them back.
We do well, and we're happy to take a dog back if life happens to somebody. But we want to make sure our dogs going out are going to be the companions people are hoping for, and are going to represent us well in the community. In addition, so, and in fairness to pit bulls, we have a lot of really wonderful pit bulls.
We have pit bulls that come in here all the time. They're fabulous. But the perception of a lot of people is, I ain't going down there because that's all they. Right?
Yes, because we're an inner city adoption center, and I think that people have that in mind. And in truth, our dogs are just a wide array. I mean, there's so many
but the
different
interesting
shapes,
thing is,
sizes.
Next week I could call you and you could have 50 dogs.
We never know.
You never know.
We never know how many dogs are going to be there.
So do you have a website that someone could go on to see what's up?
Oh, yes. Yes. www.dpvhs, D as in Dakin, V as in Pioneer Valley, Humane Society, HS.org.
Okay.
And our website runs in real time, so if you see an animal on our website, that animal is still there, available for adoption.
Cool.
And as soon as that animal is
Do you
adopted,
have little webcams in the different areas and
well,
stuff?
you know what we do, for some of our animals, we have videos of them. So, some, if they've been there a little longer, we'll put a video up so you get to really see how they are.
Yeah, we do that with some of our employees, like Alex. If he's been here, we have a video on if you want to adopt him out or something. You can just
Are you looking
get it.
for some employees to be adopted?
Yeah, Alex.
We've got room in our kennel
you do,
right
yeah,
now.
he would fit right in
We
there.
can give him a week.
Especially with his new haircut.
We'll
right.
give him a week before
so,
we get more dogs
So wait
in.
a minute. So who's here?
We actually have Newt with us today.
Newt.
And Newt, I think
He's a Republican?
he hasn't told us.
Yeah.
He acts like a Democrat.
Oh, I see.
His name's Republican, but
Yeah.
I think he's actually faring better than the two-legged Newt that
Well, wait
we
a
know
minute.
of.
He's spayed?
He is a neutered male.
Oh, he's definitely a Republican then.
He's a 9-month-old, adorable little black kitten
Yeah.
who came in. He had been a stray. He is so friendly and so fun. He's actually in one of our colony rooms.
Yeah.
Loves the company of other cats.
Yeah.
He's a confident little guy. I think he'd do fine with dogs.
Want to take him out?
Sure, I'd love to.
Let's take him out. See what we got here. And so, if someone is, if like I like your expression, if life happens,
Yeah.
they call you or they just drop off a dog or a cat or. Do you just do dogs and cats, by the way?
No, Dave, actually we don't. And I really love the fact that you asked that question because if someone does have a situation
Yep.
where they think they can't keep their animal, we encourage them to call us because
Yep.
lots of times we can offer a service that will help them be
So it
able
could
to
be a
keep
rabbit, it could be a guinea pig.
but we want to be able to keep that animal in their home. And
Yeah.
so sometimes there's things we can do, whether it's a behavioral question
Yeah.
or whether it's spay-neuter surgery.
Which, you know what, I'm so glad you brought that up.
And we can really help work toward that. Now,
Right.
sometimes that's just not a possibility. What we ask for people to do is let us schedule you an appointment to come in.
Yeah.
Because what we try to do is to balance those animals
Yep.
going home
Yep.
with those animals
Yep.
coming in so that we can save more lives.
Just like your bib in case the baby throws up. Right? Back in the day?
Back in the
Oh,
day.
look at those eyes.
Isn't he beautiful? He is such
So,
a
you know, I
good
remember
boy.
yesterday when I saw you, I said one of the biggest reasons that dogs end up in shelters is because folks can't train them.
Right.
And it infuriates me because we see it. You know, that, of course, my dogs aren't trained at all, by the way. And it's all my wife's fault. I try and I like discipline them, and Ellen lets them do it. But
I'm
anyway,
sure that's
yes,
true.
Yes, exactly.
I've seen you in action. I'm sure that's true.
So anyway, if part of getting an animal, if you're getting an animal, is you got to train it.
You do. You absolutely have to train your dog. And
Yeah.
we offer training classes
Yeah.
right at our center in
Yep.
Springfield. We offer training classes at your place in Hadley.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
on a flexible schedule. We have all kinds
Those
of
are
training.
very successful, you know, the ones in Hadley.
Yes, they are. Well, it's a great location, and
Yeah.
it's an easy place for people to get to.
Yeah.
And we're appreciative of the fact that you give us that space to,
Yeah.
to use. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, you know what? I just have to throw in a political thing here.
Because
that-
I'm holding Newt.
Yeah, that's what small businesses are about.
Yeah.
So whether it's a guy like me or it's your local hardware store, your local whatever, chain stores don't do that stuff.
Well, you know, it's wonderful. We like
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be able to, and we have a lot of folks who do have small businesses in the area who
Yeah,
support
they're
our
hugely
efforts
supportive.
with
Right.
with pet food programs or
Whatever.
doing a
Right.
meet and greet event
Right.
there. So
Right.
yeah,
and
we love
and
that.
I'm not even just talking, guys in my industry. I'm talking any industry.
And it's kind of a nice fit because we're the only local humane society here serving
Yeah.
the Pioneer Valley. So, it's local helping local,
Yeah.
and we really like that.
Yeah.
We enjoy
yeah.
it a lot.
Yeah.
So
what's the because we have feline friends here, obviously.
Yes.
So what's the process if someone sees this cat and says, I got to have this cat?
Well, they can come down and see us during our open hours
Yeah.
and come in and spend a little time with Newt
Yeah.
and then talk with one of our adoption counselors about taking
And what
him
are
home.
what are your open hours?
We are open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12 noon to 5:30.
Yeah.
Thursdays, 12 noon to 7:30. That's our late night.
Yeah.
And then we're open Saturday and Sunday, noon to 4:30. We're closed on Mondays.
Yeah, yeah.
We do deep cleaning on Mondays, so that we're ready for the rest of the week.
Right.
But
I like the
yeah.
bandana, by the way.
Isn't that cute? Yeah. It
Yes.
really, basic black
Yeah.
and the colors.
Oh no!
Fabulous
yes,
combination.
Yes, yes.
I
And
like your
very-
outfit
and very,
today too,
Very
Dave.
sort of springy.
Very
by the way.
springy. Yes. It's a great time to adopt.
Yep. And do we know how old this cat is?
9 months.
That's it?
Yes, he's just 9 months old. He's a
Oh.
little, we call him a little juvenile.
Yeah.
Not as in juvenile, delinquent. but
I thought we had something in common there. Yeah.
he is a little juvenile. So what's nice about that is he is very much a kitten in his behavior and his antics and his love of life.
Yep.
But his personality is fully
And
developed.
so
what
he
you see
could
is
be in a house with 1,000,000 cats or one cat or no cats.
he
and
likes
he's
the
fine.
company of other
Yeah, yeah.
cats a lot, and
Yeah.
he's in our colony room because
Yeah.
he does. And as a little stray, I think he was around the area for quite a while. He had a mix of people, all ages, that he
Oh,
came
right,
in
so he's
contact
socially-
with.
yeah, that's
He's
great.
very social. He's just a
Yeah.
wonderful little guy.
Yep, yep. And what does it cost to adopt?
Well, our kitties are, adult cats are $95 to
Yep.
adopt. Our kittens are $150 to
Yep.
adopt, and that adoption includes spay-neuter
Stay.
surgery,
And if you want to get the dog,
microchipping,
yeah.
vaccinations.
Yeah.
they're good to go, and they're
Yeah.
off to the best possible start when they go home.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to just get your cat spayed or neutered, I mean, that's $250, $300.
Yeah.
something,
Well,
right?
we want to make it.
Yeah.
We want to make it affordable to add
Yeah, what are you
another
looking
family
at?
member.
What are you looking at? Huh?
And we also have a program too, Dave. It's called our Lonely Hearts Club.
Yeah.
And for cats or younger animals that have
Yeah.
cats in particular that have been with us for 4 weeks or more, we reduce their adoption fee by half because we don't want
Put
to
them
see
in the
them.
markdown bin?
It's not like it's
What do you got, like a
half
scratch
off.
and dent, right?
But we really want to see them go home, and we
Yeah.
don't want to have them stay in the kennel environment any longer. So, we don't have that with our dogs, but
Yeah.
we do have it with our cats. We do reduce our pit bull adoptions,
Yeah.
the fee for pit bull adoptions, because
They
pit
get
bulls
spread so much.
they have such a hard time because
Yeah.
of the perception in the community, and we also know that they are a breed that does not tend to kennel well.
Yeah.
So we want to get them into new homes as
Right.
quickly
You know,
as we
if anyone
can.
ever has a doubt about how sweet pit bulls are, they should just come here and see the folks who come in with the puppies.
yeah.
And they're just like regular, they're just dogs.
Yeah,
You know? They're
yeah.
just puppies.
They love, they're kind of clowns,
Yeah.
and they love to. Part of the thing about pit bulls is that their very wonderful qualities are the things that have given them the bad reputation, which is they're smart, they're easily trainable, they're
Yep.
loyal, and so they've been able to be used
Do
and
whatever,
misused
right.
for
Whatever way
unsavory
evil,
purposes.
yeah, whatever,
Yes.
right.
Absolutely. So,
right.
yep,
Okay.
we're a fan, and
All right.
we do a lot of things to highlight
So
them.
meanwhile, we're going to wrap this up, but we're going to be at your place
Yeah,
next Friday. So
Wonderful.
make sure the place is clean,
tip top.
tip top.
It's always tip top.
Yep. And let's see, anything special? Nothing special we need to know.
We're
there.
gonna-
We're-
no,
we'll
we're
just- We'll
gonna-
meet you there quarter time.
Okay, and we're going to take
All
you
right.
around and give you the grand
Good.
tour and
Okay,
talk
good.
a lot while
All
we're
right.
there. Thank you, Dave.
See ya. See ya. Nice to see you.
Say bye, Dave.
See, the only thing with cats is they don't like slobber on you like a big dog does.
And do you like that? Do you not like that?
I like that.
You do.
Yeah, I
I
like
like the
that.
slobber.
Yeah, I love
So
I
the
love it.
solution is have the cat for your lap and the
Yeah,
dog for the slobber.
The slobber, right. Okay. All right. Well, don't go away, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, folks, I'd like to tell you that I'm thrilled to be here, but I'd be lying. And look at that evil smile on Matthew's face.
I'm amazed. Oh.
Whoa!
No
What's
one's
the
coming
matter,
near me in
Joe?
the Come on, Joe. He yawned. This
Matt. Mm-hmm. This is a big snake?
this is a Colombian Boa.
Yeah.
And isn't he beautiful?
Yeah.
Seriously, look at him. Look at him.
Why do we have him?
Why do we have him? Because, well, we like to sell snakes.
Yeah.
Snakes, and this is surprisingly a very good pet, believe it or not. He's big. Look at how he hangs onto you.
Your wrist is turning blue.
Not too bad yet. Not too
Yeah.
bad. This is a Colombian Boa. We just got him in a couple of days ago. He surprisingly is a baby because he will get quite a bit bigger. He'll get about 7 feet.
I thought we weren't selling snakes.
Nothing under 25 feet.
Oh, all right.
25, but this
Oh.
is, yeah. That's in snake terms, that's not a huge snake. That's not a
Okay.
huge snake, but
Yep.
this is actually a very friendly one, an easier one to handle,
Yes.
as you can see as
Yes.
he snarls at and everyone here in this room
Yes.
is running in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
He's actually this is a Colombian Boa.
We already said that nine
I'm
times.
distracted, but he is going to get about 8 feet at his max size. And
What, is he hungry?
he is hungry.
I'm
He's
not
curious.
moving. They don't bite you if you don't move, right?
No, he won't bite you if you don't move.
Look at him, look at him, look at him,
Look at
look,
it.
look.
Look at that. He wants to
Did I
taste
see
you.
fangs?
You saw fangs there. He's actually curious right there. And this fellow right here is actually surprisingly a good snake for the moderate or intermediate snake keeper. He gets pretty big. He does like to eat all the usual snake things, rodents. This particular one right here will take a good medium-sized rat.
Will he take a bad medium-sized rat too?
Probably would. He probably would. We have him feeding frozen food. He's actually
Still?
eating. Yep, he'll eat frozen food. Once you
So-
get him on frozen food,
Yeah.
they'll continue to take it. And like what I've said before in
Matt,
other
would you please, he's getting very close to me, Matt.
Okay, we'll move him over here. We'll move him over here. This guy right here will take
He'll take
frozen.
whatever he wants, my
Yeah, he'll
guess
take
is.
whatever he wants. But
Yeah.
frozen food is good for these big guys, just because sometimes if the big enough rat will actually fight back and can actually damage the snake. So if you have a snake and you get him and he's on frozen food,
That's a better way to
definitely keep him on it. And with any of
do
these,
it. So even when he's older, he'll eat
he'll
the
take it.
the thawed.
the thawed, warmed, the
Yeah.
thawed and warmed. They remember snakes. If you can see along his nose there.
Yeah.
Okay, right ahead. I don't want to get too close because
Yeah.
he wants to eat you. But
Yeah.
they actually sense the heat that the animal is emitting. They don't have the best
Yeah.
eyesight, and they actually will sense the heat, and they'll track down it and they'll
So
grab
if you're
them on
walking
that.
around with that, you should have a cold pack on you.
Cold pack on you.
Over
and
your
that'll-
heart,
Over
right?
your heart, so
Something
that way you won't
that's how they do
won't
it?
go for the jugular right there.
Yeah.
But these are constrictors, as you can see.
Yes,
constricting.
I
He
certainly can.
really is constricting me pretty good right now.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he's hanging on. He's hanging on. I can feel it. They don't actually bite like a lion would taking down a giraffe. They actually spring on their prey, wrap around it,
Yeah.
squeeze it,
Yeah.
and then once it's subdued, then they eat it.
Do
Then
they
they've
even do
done
that
it.
with the dead when you feed them?
They
still
sure do. Yeah, they still do it. They still will do it.
Yeah.
Because they still have that prey drive, that instinct. Because remember, they can't
How
see
big,
it.
Matt, how big of a tank? You need like a.
This guy will get about a 40 to a 75-gallon tank is sufficient.
And when
Make
he's big, that's okay.
some,
I don't want
70, but some people will actually build enclosures for them. Keep in mind, this isn't one of those 25-foot snakes that aren't pretty much
A
allowed in here.
reticulated,
Yeah,
python
reticulated
or something?
pythons and Burmese
Right.
pythons. So like I said, if you have a 6x4 area with heat lamps, a lot of people will build wooden enclosures for them.
Yeah.
And they like to climb because they do like to hang out in trees. So branches that they can climb up onto.
They can ambush your relatives when they walk by.
Yeah, you can hang them from the closet and have them
Right.
jump down on you.
Right.
I've actually heard of some people actually taking the closet door off and putting a screen door and then putting the heat lamps up there and letting them
let 'em
climb.
in the
Yeah.
oh, right, right,
Yeah,
right,
and they
right,
can
right,
climb
right.
right up inside. A lot of the snake keepers that we have come do that with their snakes. They
Yeah.
actually have so they can climb straight up and they can hang down. They
Can
turn
I ask you
their
a question?
closet.
Are these snake keepers like usually normal people, or are they like?
Usually not. Usually
No?
not. Usually not.
Just
But,
checking.
Yeah, everyone's got a hobby, but.
And this did not come from the wild, folks. We
This
bought
is not a
these
wild.
from
No,
breeder.
this was bred. This is captive bred. All our snakes are captive bred, so nothing is being pulled from the wild, and they're also been trained. A lot of times, captive trained to eat. Well, yeah, they'll do
Sit.
tricks. They'll train to eat frozen food. That's what I meant to say right there. They are trained to eat
Oh.
frozen food.
Yeah.
So and
Fetch.
remember, they can't tell if it's dead or alive. Like you were saying before, if all they're doing is they're sensing the heat, so they're still going to spring. Their instinct to catch and subdue the prey is always going to be there. So, and another important thing, when you feed them, don't feed them in their cage. Don't feed
Yeah,
them in
right,
their cage.
that I
Feed
know.
them, yeah, you do feed them in there.
Take them out to eat.
Take them out to eat. Put them in their home box. They love
Yeah.
a nice dinner out.
Yeah.
But
a drive-in, so a Slytherin.
Slytherin, there you go, snake in.
Yeah.
But this is a really cool one. We gotta
Yes,
go
this is
quick
really.
because
We haven't
got
had a big one like this.
We-
So you say he'll be gone?
This guy we have.
How much is he?
This guy here is $180.
Yeah.
This one's here, which really is not overwhelmingly expensive for a big, handsome fellow like this guy.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people that like these big guys. We had one in that we brought in last segment. We did one, and he sold within the weekend. So if you don't see this guy, we do bring in.
So
we
do
are
you
gonna
need
be bringing
all
one
kidding
big snake
aside, do
here
you
and
need
there.
a special kind of light for the tank? Do you need
Heat.
like
They do like
just the
a
heat?
nocturnal heat lamp for them or a heat pad underneath because remember they're cold-blooded.
Yeah.
And as they keep their body temperature up,
What do you
they
need to
actually-
keep it at? Like,
what do you keep? These guys a little 85 in that area with
Yeah.
moderate humidity. They do what was I going to say here? They do actually, you do want to feed them like every 10 days to 2 weeks. Big mistake people make is they overfeed them. They see him looking for food and they just hand feed him mice. Idea is you feed them.
I do that all the time.
I do it too. I do it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But this guy right here will.
He'll eat as much. Will they eat as much as you give them, like some
They
dogs?
can, but that's not good
Yeah.
because they can't digest it. So
Yeah.
one decent-sized mouse or rat for him. Once you see him defecate in the cage, that's a good sign that's time for him to be fed again.
Oh.
Exactly. So if you see droppings in the cage,
Yeah.
then he's ready to go. This is actually a she we have right here. This is a female.
We had him sexed, or the guy who bred him knew that?
Yeah, they know, but you can tell pretty much he's the males.
Oh,
usually
yeah,
got
I
spurs.
could tell easy.
And he picked up a price tag along the way somewhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is like I said, if you don't see this one here, once this airs, if this one's gone, we'll probably
get
have
more?
Yeah, we'll have another one. We usually try and have one big snake in the store.
We do?
Yeah, we usually try and have one so people can. We always have the one person who loves these big snakes. Actually, quite a few of them. So we will actually have these fairly regularly.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you love them.
I'm so happy. Well, I guess it's time to go now. Unfortunately, Joe, you okay, Joe? Right, Joe's going to get combat
He's
pay
still,
for
yeah.
this one.
I imagine how still he
Right.
kept that camera. He was too afraid to move.
Well, it's time to say goodnight. Say goodnight, Matt.
Good night, Matt.
Good night. Everybody, we'll see you next week from Dakin.
Whee! Yaha! Hi, fellas. What's up?